We are on. What is up, guys? This is the Average Johnny coming back to you with yet another average video, and I'm gonna scoot back a little bit. Today I just wanted to do something a little something that I was planning to do like at some point in the near future, because I knew at some point it would be like kind of necessary to just kind of look back and see like where I've progressed. So what I wanted to do today is look back at my first ever top 10 video that I've ever done ever, and understand that I made a lot of mistakes, a ton of them, horrible mistakes, and I acknowledge it because you guys let me know. The critics let me know, the people, the commenters. Obviously, I don't take that in any negative way. I understand that a lot of it was feedback, and I appreciate that. But I kind of like wanted to wait a little while before I actually watched it again myself. So you know what? Let's get right into it. All right. The moment of truth, you guys. Let's hear.
Amazing missions, street races, fast cars, running over people, you name it. This game had it all. The Simpsons Hit and Run. One of the most fun games that I've ever played back in the day, but at the same time, it was one of the most annoying and enraging games I've ever played due to 10 specific missions that I had to play. And while it was a very fun game, yeah, these were very annoying. I wanted to share these with you guys today. So today I'll be counting down the top 10 most annoying Simpsons Hit and Run missions that pissed you off.
Okay, so right off the bat, we clearly have an intro that I think kind of worked for the most part. I feel like I did like kind of demonstrate some excitement, demonstrated like what I kind of knew about the game and all that stuff. But there was those moments where I just started stuttering and I completely sounded lost. So that was obviously a mistake on my part. What a lot of people immediately noticed is that I was totally unscripted when I did this video, and that was possibly the biggest mistake that I made in this video. I'm surprised it got as popular as it did. But as time goes by and time progresses, and as you work on more projects, you start realizing you really do need to like script yourself, even if you think you know this game well enough, or you think you know the levels that you're going to talk about, or just a subject that you're going to talk about, and altogether you think you know it, but you are going to get stumped, and you might leave out stuff that you wanted to mention that you didn't get to mention later on, and that's stuff that we're going to see as well.
If you were new to this freaking game, you would and you were new to this mission completely, you were lost, and you were probably falling down those freaking rails over and over again, and it just got really frustrating. You land on the UFO somewhere, you're gonna slide right back down all the way to the bottom. You got to redo it again.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do like the small little edit parts that I do. I'm just kind of demonstrating what I'm kind of looking for, and I honestly think that it's not, so far it's not poorly done, it's not poorly edited, but of course, just listening to myself talk without completely giving everything that was, giving all the details that I could be giving out, it's like, it's frustrating to hear, man.
When you're jumping, you're all the way back down. One little tiny step and you might have pushed your analog stick a little bit too forward, and then you walked right off the rail. It was very frustrating at first, but once you get it down, it becomes very easy. But I still think it did deserve some recognition. This is why it is number 10. Not to mention that music they put that pretty much mocks you as you're trying to climb that damn wreckage. It's just, yeah, it was messing with you, man.
Okay, so clearly I edited that last little bit where I said not to mention this, and I probably should have put that a little bit earlier, but I guess it's not too bad. Didn't sound too bad, because I did sound like I was stopping the audio clip, but I just kept on going, so I kind of hate that about myself. I tend to ramble a lot, so that's just kind of what happens.
Back in, you have to get inside the power plant. You'd have to drive up the ramp, and the thing is, you don't have Cletus's car is not fast at all, so you'd kind of have to scoot back a little bit and then drive forward over as fast as you can just to reach that top ketchup packet. It was very frustrating. If you missed it, you would have to go back around and try again. It would waste time, and sometimes it just led to some frustration, maybe some rage. I don't know. Rage level, I would say about 4 out of 10.
Oh my god. So don't even remind me of the fact that I wasn't even consistent with the whole rage level thing. Like, I mentioned it on some of the entries, and then some of them I didn't. So that was an epic fail on my part. Another thing where I'm talking about, I still don't know how the hell this video got popular. Like, there were so many flaws with how I put it together, and it's just insane, dude. And on top of that, some of my commentary I thought was actually decent, but it really got killed when I would stutter, or when I would repeat a word, or just sound kind of repetitive. And that is definitely an issue that most people need to avoid, is repetitiveness and stuttering. It's like, it just makes people think that you don't really know what you're doing, and clearly people have shown that they don't think that I know what I'm doing.
You probably got caught in that train of doom, and that one was really frustrating for me. and that would kill a lot of your time and can be very frustrating for some. And avoiding Apu is not really the toughest thing.
Frustrating. I already heard it a lot of times.
But you make one little mistake and he'll probably be on your ass. And make one wrong move, you're most likely gonna hit a bunch of pedestrians and objects. Kids, cops, too many people, too many objects in the way. Can be very frustrating. Rage level 5 out of 10.
Take a shot after this for every time I use the word frustrating. You're gonna die.
And you will lose Cletus and you will fail the mission. And to the point that it just enrages you and you will just start getting angry and you're gonna have to keep redoing it over and over to the point you quit and wait for the next day to complete it to realize that it only took you one try the next day to do it. So yeah, just be careful with this mission. One little setback could really mess it up. And yeah, Cletus, man, freaking annoying.
So the words that I used over and over was annoying, frustrated, and yeah, man, I apologize for this video big time and other videos as well. I know this kind of carried on a little bit longer and eventually I did start scripting myself to avoid those issues. So, you know, it did take me a while to kind of like get better at it, and I'm still improving to this day. I'm not trying to say I've gotten super better, like way better up to today. I still have my flaws today, but I feel like there's a significant amount of improvement throughout these top 10s and top videos, you know.
You might have to keep replaying it over and over. And the only thing that makes it any higher on this list is just the fact that Professor Frink himself is pretty clumsy as a driver. So it gives you...
So what makes this from being any higher on this list? Or I don't know what the hell I said, but that just sounded super off.
Is just to get some fish and throw them back into the water. Well, basically just collect fish. And it's a very simple concept, but the problem is you're in that level where all the people just decide to show up in the big ship just for you.
So I'm noticing I have a lot of voice cracks. Is that really something that I do? Like, I never really noticed it as much.
To get cops on you. So you already have a possibility of cops to deal with, and it's just the fact that some of the fish are kind of easy for you to crash, and you might end up crashing into cars, or you might crash into an object, just due to the fact that some of the fish are actually on the opposite side of the road where other cars are definitely going to come at you, and they're just going to cause you to crash. You're going to waste time, and it's going to get very annoying. It's just that freaking annoying. And I've just had to replay this mission so many times the first time I had it. I can't even remember how many times I did it and how many times I yelled at my screen because those damn cars will not get out of the way. But either way, the mission is
okay, so a little bit of things that I think I did right is just the video clips I used. I think it fit really well, especially with the timing. Like, it really does make it sound like I'm speaking to the cars in real time about how they're getting in the way. And I think that makes it look a little bit better. However, of course, there is still the whole subject of me not sounding clear, not sounding completely sure about what I'm saying. So that's totally an issue that I was trying to address as time went by.
Mission itself has a very easy concept, but the execution itself will get you very annoyed very easily. You might fall into the water. You might fall into a ditch. It's just one of the most annoying.
Oh my god, let's talk about this. So what was happening here is when the resolution changed, I intentionally wanted to go zoomed in so it could show the one, so I could show you guys how clutch this moment was, and how, again, just to further the idea that this mission was difficult and complicated. However, when I edited the scene, when I edited this part specifically, I don't know what I did in the final edit or the final little touches, but I did something to reset this back to its normal resolution, and it made it look like this. And when I saw it uploaded on YouTube, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? But this is the thing, though. Like, I didn't have a lot of subscribers at the time when I first uploaded this video. I mean, this video is the reason why I have all these subscribers and why a lot of people started watching me, but I don't know why I didn't take the time to take it down, because nobody was waiting for it. Nobody was waiting for a video. I didn't even exist on YouTube yet. So yeah, huge mistake, man. I'm totally regret not like going back and fixing it, because I had all the time in the world. There was nobody waiting, anticipating this video. Nobody even knew I existed yet. So I don't know why I didn't take the time to like redo this. This was laziness on my part, and I totally take credit. I totally take responsibility for that. I'm sorry. Let's move on.
I just mentioned, so be ready for this. Number 3, never trust a snake. Oh, I can hear you guys already. Oh, yeah, that mission was definitely annoying to me. I hated that mission. Yes, this mission freaking pissed off.
And this is actually true. A lot of you just like commented talking about, oh, hell yeah, I hated this mission. And Never Trust a Snake gave me nightmares, and these missions gave me nightmares. You guys sounded exactly the way I demonstrated in this video. So thank you for proving my point. I love you guys. Signing up for it, you know.
It's a very some of these require you to walk, some of these require you to be on car. And one of the most annoying things about the walking portion is going to the top where the monorail is. And what happens is you can mistime your jump and you can fall back down. You have to go all the way back up just to get back to there to the trash. And it's very annoying, very easy to get lost, very easy to lose time. And it just becomes
I don't know why, but I totally cringed when I saw Apu fall down the thing. It just brought back memories, dude. When I used to play that mission, I would get so like I would be like on my like 10th try, and I'm already yelling at the screen, and then like just to top it all off, I just fell down.
doing this. It's very enraging because you don't really know where all the trash is at. You at first you're kind of lost. You're like, okay, where do I look next? The map doesn't always help because all the trash seems to be like in one place. It seems to be scattered in one place. So it's very difficult for you to even track it. It's hard for you to find the next piece or where you might miss one. And it could just waste your entire time. But once you finish it, you feel relief. But then goddamn, you have to get back to Snake very fast. Otherwise, you're going to fail the mission.
You had to get back to Snake very fast. So this is stuff that you kind of want to avoid, you know? Like, you don't want to ramble on too much during top videos. You just want to get sweet and straight to the point. Like, you just don't want to overdo it. Like, kind of like I've been doing this entire video. I mean, this video is 14 minutes long. And if I don't know if you guys noticed, but half of it is from those last 3 entrants. So I definitely did a lot of talking there. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I definitely had a lot to say about those last 3 missions. But yeah, definitely avoid rambling. You know, if you ever do a top video, avoid rambling. That's the last thing you want to do too much of.
Destroy the freaking nuclear waste, and that's the most annoying thing that there is about it. What happens is,
okay, I definitely did that on purpose just for like demonstrating, because there's no way I would drive like that.
Once you destroy the nuclear waste, you have a minute to go back, and you could be somewhere like at the Quickie Mart, and you could say, nope, no chance, you're not going to get there in 1 minute, and then you fail the mission, you have to retry it. Another way to fail, just don't make it to the school in time. There's just so many factors that will keep you from getting there in the time given to you. You're done. This game was actually not completed by some people because of this mission, and they were not able to finish the entire game just because of this. So yes, the final mission, one of the toughest, but it was not number 1. What could have been number 1? Let's take a look.
Okay, so some things that I kind of did like that I did was the way I ended this little clip. I smell toast. And then of course mentioning how I think a good thing though to mention was how some people didn't complete the game or they never even got to the final scene because of this mission. I think that was definitely a terrific point to point out, because a lot of people did end up talking about it in the comments. They talked about their experiences, and I thought that was really cool to know that I wasn't alone in on this, that I felt like I wouldn't finish the game because sorry, a fly. I didn't think that, you know, other people would actually have that situation. I was surprised to hear that a lot of people actually had that experience. So I thought that was a really good thing to point out. But like in terms of critiquing my commentary and my editing and all that stuff, I thought it was really, for the most part, I think it was pretty good. Like I thought it was decent. But of course, like once again, the same problems, repetitiveness and a lot of speaking. But I think I did do a good job of explaining exactly everything that I wanted to point out about this mission.
So much nostalgia from my number 1, but not in a good way. Oh my god. Set to Kill.
There was a lot of oh my gods in this video too. Like, I definitely should have toned that down a little bit, especially for the people who don't believe in God. But you know, oh well, it's in there. I can't take it down now, you guys. I'm sorry, but but as I was saying, a lot of repetitiveness. The oh my god is another one. I thought I started it off really well. This mission has so much nostalgia, but for the wrong reasons. Set to Kill. Simply could have been like that, but no, I had to add oh my god.
Destroy these little laser stands, and you have to destroy them, but without crashing into people. Again, this is the place with the ship with all the people standing around thinking that your mission time is the best time to stand around and just get run over. So yeah, you have to deal with that. You have to deal with cops. Not to mention that these laser stands are placed in the worst strategically placed spots just for you to crash and get sent back. Yes, the game intentionally wanted you to get mad. Just understand that. You're gonna be inches away from getting it right before it tells you you failed the damn mission. It was probably the most thing that annoyed me most in video games. Most frustrating.
It was probably the most thing that annoyed me the most. That is insane, dude. How the hell did I allow myself to go through with that?
Multiple police cars. It is just so difficult to get through. If you were not the best driver, if you did not have the skills, you were not going to complete this mission. Believe me, this mission will destroy your mentality. It will destroy you. Be ready for this. If you ever play it, it's going to be a ride.
Okay, so what I think my problem was that I think bunched up a lot in this portion, in this entry, is I was so focused on emphasizing what my point was. And that's why it came out so repetitive. Like, I was so eager to make sure that I let you guys know how difficult a mission was, that I overdid it by completely reassuring you guys that this mission was hard. And I think that was a mistake too. I should have just left it at, hey, this mission was rage inducing because of all the people, because of the cops and all that stuff, just simple stuff like that. And I could have left it as is, but I just insisted on keep returning into those same points. And that's why I came out repetitive in this entry. I thought a lot of the points were great, but I totally fell off when I just kept repeating myself. And that's totally what messed up this part of the video. So when you first do a top 10 video, always write a script. Never go unscripted. Trust me, it is not going to go well. No matter how well you think you know a subject, you might just forget that one little thing that you wanted to mention. Like, for example, okay, so during that set to kill mission, one of the things that I did not mention that was totally crucial was going back to Krusty Lou Studios after you collected the laser stands. And a lot of people pointed me out on that, and a lot of people were, like I said, once again, some people were nice about it, total feedback mode. Other people were kind of rude about it, but you know, that's just the way they talk, I guess. And I totally agreed. I was like, yeah, you know what? These people are right. I didn't mention that. I don't know why I didn't. And that's totally what I mean when I'm talking about the script part. If you don't plan things out, if you don't write out a script, bullet points, anything, you're gonna forget certain points and you're gonna mess that up because once you get that finished product and you look back at it and you're just like, crap, why the hell did I not talk about this? And it just totally messes up your video. So you don't want to make that same mistake that I did. Please don't make that same mistake that I did if you ever get into top 10s. And every day, like, I'm doing everything I can to improve. So, you know, thank you guys for that. But it was always like nice to look back and look at how you started just to see how far you've come or how much you've improved. And I will give myself credit on that. At least I'm willing to, you know, learn from my mistakes. I think that's a really important trait to have if you're going to be a content creator of any kind. You know, always make sure that you're aware that we're going to make mistakes no matter what. And it's just a matter of how we take it and how we decide to improve on it. So, yeah, that'll be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys will have a great day. And I will be seeing you guys in the very next one. Take care, you guys.